Man stands in his own shadow and wonders why it's dark. I know, harsh words, but we are often our own worst enemy, and the constant chat in our heads makes us believe the worst things about ourselves. So let's first look at why we have these problems of feeling like we're not enough. We live in a culture of how to, but how to doesn't work. If it did, none of us would be struggling with the multiple issues that cause inner conflict and challenges. We would not be the most obese, most indebted, and most addicted society. If how to worked, none of us would struggle with the feeling that we're not enough. Not good enough, not rich enough, not successful enough, not loved enough, not thin enough. We live in a culture where if we're not doing huge, extraordinary things, we believe that we're not enough. So what we see to be an ordinary life, like getting up each morning, loving the people around us, and functioning in our chosen roles, we see this as not enough. All the social media platforms we engage on a daily basis are built on the shame-based fear of being ordinary. We are hyper aware of lack. The first thing we tend to do in the morning is to say to ourselves, I didn't get enough sleep. And the last thing before bed is, I didn't get enough done. With the hours in between characterized by a litany of scarcity. We need to recognize these damaging conversations that implicate reasons for fear and reasons for blame for it. So ask yourself these questions. Which areas in your life do you find yourself wanting, wishing, searching for a magic solution? What would a magic solution do for you? And where or what is the work on yourself that you avoid? What are your not enough statements that resonate with you? And identify your biggest challenge that you would like to resolve during this course. So now that we've done the groundwork and identified your challenges, let's start making some changes. So the first step in getting over your perception that you're not enough is to get out of your own way by cultivating authenticity. So authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we are as opposed to who we think we're supposed to be, and actually embrace who we are. So authenticity demands living and loving in totality, even when it's hard, and even when we are wrestling with the shame of not being good enough, and especially when the joy is so intense that we are afraid to let ourselves feel it. So choosing authenticity means having the courage to be imperfect, about being able to set boundaries, and by allowing ourselves and others to be vulnerable. So therefore it's about not shrinking or puffing up, but standing your ground, your sacred ground. Mindfully practicing authenticity during our most soul-searching struggles is how we invite grace, joy and gratitude into our lives. Sometimes practicing authenticity can feel like walking through a gauntlet of gremlins. Their voices are so loud and unrelenting. What if I think I'm enough, but others don't? What if I let my imperfect self be seen and known, and nobody likes what they see? What if my friends, family, co-workers like the perfect me better? You know, the one who takes care of everything and everyone? What are the obstacles you face in letting go of what people think? What is your relationship to saying yes in order to avoid discomfort? So before we go on to step number 2, I invite you to making notes in your journal and to follow these action points. Write down which specific challenge you would like to resolve during this course. And what would be the ultimate outcome if you could resolve this challenge? You would need to be able to visualize yourself without that challenge. What would you be doing differently? Who would you be? How would you show up? What is the authenticity mantra that you could practice? So to give you an example, mine is, I am worthy and I will show up. Commit to being authentic and put your authenticity mantra somewhere where you can see it and be reminded of it. So either on a phone reminder or sticker, on your computer, bathroom mirror, or on your fridge. I would also like to invite you to join our members only Facebook group. It's a private group where you can voice your concerns and challenges. Because remember that no matter how big your challenges may seem, you're definitely not on your own. That's it for day 1. Well done to you for taking this very important step on your journey. Make a commitment to yourself to resolve your challenge and to practice being your true self. Because, say it with me, I am enough.